Hey, everybody, and welcome to the HERstory Collaborative. My name is Jen Buck, and I'm your host here in the Collab. I'm a professional speaker, executive strategist, author of 5 books, and a nonprofit founder. My speaking and training business is focused on advocating, activating, and amplifying high-performing women. And that's really what the HERstory Collaborative is all about, trailblazing women who are changing their little corner of the world. So today, my guest is a favorite of mine, Tara Ijai. Tara is a true world changer. And even more than that, she is a love rebel. Tara is the owner and founder of Love Glasses Revolution, which is a sunglasses company that sells heart-shaped glasses. Her glasses have been worn by celebrities, distributed around the world, and even given to the victims of horrific devastation to bring a little light and love. Tara believes that we need to see the world through the lens of love, and her love glasses are her contribution to help people live with intentional love every single day. On that, welcome to the collab, Tara.
Wow, that was pretty amazing. Thank you for having me here. Thanks for letting me be here. It's an honor to be on your show.
I adore you. I have admired you from afar for so long, and to now be able to call you friend and watch your business explode and how you impact people has just been such a joy for me. And I'm so glad that that day when we were supposed to go get our pedicures with a friend and she didn't show, and you and I were like, should we still go? Should we still go? And we'd never met each other, and we still showed up, and it was literally love at first sight, right?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
adored you from day one. I mean, getting pedicures together seals the deal. Friends
It
for
does.
life.
It does. It's true intimacy when you
It
allow
is.
your tree climbers to be seen by a stranger, right?
So true. So true.
So Tara, you have done something absolutely extraordinary with Love Glasses Revolution. But I think what needs to be understood is where this all came from. Like, where did you come up with this idea? Why is it important to create a movement through the glasses? Where was this birthed from? And tell us, what really was the motivation behind it?
Let me give you the short version so we
Okay.
can basically in 2015 it was a particular time in my life that was very rough. It was a lot of despair and hopelessness for me. There was a lot of rhetoric around Muslims,
Mhm.
and we were on TV but not in a good way kind of thing.
Mhm.
And I just felt hate crimes were up, just so many things, and I was living in absolute fear. A whole series of situations happened where it was kind of getting worse and worse. And I called my brother one day, very, very sad. And we had a discussion for a couple hours, told him like they just don't know me and it's just blah, 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 And he sent me a little meme. He didn't know what to say, but he sent me this meme. And it was a little guinea pig wearing heart-shaped glasses.
Mhm.
And it said, I can't see haters with my love glasses on.
Yeah.
And for some reason, this catalyst just sparked this whole idea that I could choose love. Love and fear, they don't operate in the same space. You have to make a choice. And I was a little rebellious. So I was like, I'm going to put these glasses on. If somebody says something to me, I'm ready. Like, I
There you
can't
go.
see it, right?
Yes.
And that never happened. I went out, I wore them, but that didn't happen. People were like, oh my goodness. They were chasing me around grocery store aisles, like,
No kidding.
I
Yeah.
love your heart-shaped glasses. Where can I
Yeah.
get those? So it was just this tool for connectivity, and I recognized it right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. And I have seen you around the community showing up. I remember after the one of the gun violence
Mm.
occurrences that happened in Texas, El Paso, specifically at the Walmart. I remember you getting on the road and just going, just taking off within days and being a part of the healing that was occurring. And I've watched you in our community do similar things, showing up and offering, these gifts of love. Tell me what drives you with love glasses today?
I think for me, it was always recalling the space that had me create it. The feeling I wasn't good enough,
Mm.
that nobody cared what I had to say, that I didn't, um, who wants to hear from me? I didn't have a voice.
Yeah.
And now I've recognized the power in just showing up. You can show up, not even speak, and you still have a voice. And
Yeah.
I think people need to understand that. And now I want to spend my days making sure that everybody feels that they have a voice and that they're heard, they're seen, they're loved, that they matter, because maybe a lot of these problems could be dissolved if we
Mm.
invested a little more time and energy into hearing each other and connecting.
Yes. And loving each other and being compassionate and coming from a place of empathy as opposed to coming in with, judgment and ridicule and opinion, right?
And fear of
Yeah.
the unknown, someone
Yes.
who's different than you, who looks different, who dresses different. I mean, once you start really delving down into it, we're all really, you know, we want the same things.
Yeah, I agree. And I've watched you transform our community. It's amazing that no matter where I go, someone's wearing the glasses. And it really has become sort of a cornerstone in our community. They're everywhere. And I love that it's not just a small thing. It really has wings. And you've even gone, to another country to bring your love glasses and make an impact. And I've watched you fundraise for things for kids and school and books and learning, and your community is huge and activated. And I think that's a testament to who you are. Your heart is huge. You exude love and happiness. And I just think that what you've created is really magical. And I hope you're proud of yourself for what this is.
You're very kind to say that, and I enjoy the feedback so much. And on days when you feel like, oh my God, I'm just running around with crazy heart-shaped glasses on my head, like, what the hell.
Yeah.
When you have that, and then people tell you their stories of
Mm,
what they do, or how they've showed up,
yeah.
what it's meant for them. I mean, it just reminds you all over again that it's not crazy. I mean, ish. The ripples make a difference,
Yes.
and I just encourage people to just be you, whatever your idea, how crazy it is. If it's going to make the world better, just do it. We
Yeah.
need all
And
the forms of crazy.
we do. And I'm thinking about your branding because your branding is so strong. You bring in every walk of life and it's colorful and it's inclusive. And you do such a great job of really telling the story of what you believe in your heart through these glasses and the branding that shows up. And I think it's brilliant. You can't help but feel happy when you see your branding, really.
That means a lot too, because I absolutely do not know how to separate Love Glasses Revolution from Terra Ijai. Like it's a direct extension of my heart, and I love things that are pretty and shiny, and
Yeah.
I will absolutely stop for shiny things. Like, I'm
Yes.
that person. So
Yes. I totally
that means a
understand.
lot to hear it. Yes.
Yes. And I think that, for people who are creating a brand or they're maybe sitting on a really great idea and don't know what to do with it, I think what you just said is probably the number one piece of advice when I'm working with people on their branding is that it has to be authentically you. It has to be an extension of who you are. When you look at
Yes.
people like Oprah, or you look at people who, have these brands that have these, decades long sustainability, it's really because it's who they are. And
Yeah.
it's not because someone is polishing, a rock. It's because they truly are all that they show up with, all that they, offer and share. And I think that that's the key. That's why I think Love Glasses Revolution has done so well, because you really are the chief love rebel. It's really what you live every day, which is really great.
Yeah, I don't think you can fake it for too long. But that doesn't also mean you can't grow. Like, I mean, I've done some things that maybe I'm not proud of even as with Love Glasses Revolution, like a little driving down the road, you might, do something, say something not too good to a drive, but you
You're
still have
human.
to have grace with your humanity in it. That's all.
Yes.
And when you know better, do better,
Yes.
Maya Angelou.
Grace with humanity. Huge.
Right.
Huge.
It's so simple, but it's so difficult, and
Yeah.
especially to have grace for yourself.
Yes. I just think it's beautiful. Absolutely. Were you always this person? Were you always, the little girl with big ideas who wanted to go out and change the world?
I think I was always creative. I was always a creative person. I didn't know that anything at that time I would say or do mattered bigger than that, other than I like to create things. And I think that's really what the Love Glasses came through, is the creativity part. Like I was like drawing and art and crafty things and that kind of stuff, but I didn't recognize it on a bigger level because I didn't see myself on a bigger level.
Mm.
And so this revolution now is absolutely like, I can see you, I can see all the amazing things you do.
Oh.
I don't give myself that same lens. And so now that's a big thing. I'm trying to turn that lens inward a lot stronger.
So I'm going to brag on you for just a second. And I know you hate this, but I'm going to do it. So you have, and I'm going to let you tell it, you have been on the front cover of a magazine.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell them what it was.
We were on the front cover, or we were on the front of USA Today, and then we were on a MasterCard commercial in the New York Times.
Yes.
Yeah,
this
that
is
was
so
cool.
Huge.
It was pretty cool.
Just enormous. And I love that MasterCard was recognizing the impact that seeing the world through love really has in the world, right? That it really is the answer that's missing right now. And when I look at what's going on in the world, here we are sort of coming out of quarantine, but not fully coming out of quarantine. And we're going to have to go back. And, there's all these weird things happening with our sister countries around the world. However, isn't it interesting that while we were in quarantine, there weren't the mass shootings at the level that we see them now. And now that we're all coming out, we've had 14 just in the last month. Yes. And it's such a testament to how people are hurting and how, we really do need to shift the way we see the world. And I love that a brand as humongous as MasterCard and publications like those that you were on the front cover of, that they would recognize the power of the messaging. It's just such a testament that you've got your finger on the pulse and you really have something special here.
It's kind to say, and I agree with you. I love that big companies will look at small businesses and small people differently. That I think that these big businesses are looking for companies doing more than just selling a product. They do want to see the momentum behind it. Like, who are you and how do you show up? So please, everybody, just do you be all you can be. Is that a thing? Yes, that's a thing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's a very good thing too. Yes. Yeah. So when things are hard, because we all have our backpack that we carry that's full of all sorts of stuff, right? What keeps you going? What keeps you focused on the right thing? What's your true north?
Oh, that's good. I have to always believe that things can be better. I have to always believe in humanity. I just have to. Like, I can't look at it a different way. I can't afford not to, because I'll go into a deeper spiral. And, I feel you can't operate from a place of despair. You have to have hope. And I don't always have it. So what do I do is try to surround myself with strong women. I mean, we've had phone calls before. Yeah. And then, my best friends and things in place that when I do reach that point, that I can reframe. Yeah. Not deny, but work through it, because toxic positivity is a thing too, right?
Yes, it
So,
is. Absolutely. It's
and we don't
totally a
want that.
thing. I love that. Having a strong squad is so important. And knowing that there are people who, when we can't carry our backpack anymore, can carry it for us,
Yes, we
and
need it.
I love that. So when you think about what matters most to you, what is that?
I like to show people all the sides of things. Like, I think I'm a natural peacemaker,
Hmm.
really. I think that's something that's very important to me as maybe one of my values,
Hmm.
connection and peacemaking. So I think we, giving people and each other a lot of grace and showing stories and showing sides to things, like just nothing is black and white when it comes to people.
Hmm.
Um, maybe except our tendencies sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. Powerful. Absolutely. So my demographic of clients, if you will, is primarily women. And And they're actually young women, which I appreciate so much. But I do have, of course, men that I work with, clients that are phenomenal and, you know, I should say, world changers themselves. But what would you say to women who have an idea and want to do something with it, but maybe they feel, I don't know, limited somehow? They don't have enough. They aren't enough. There aren't enough people to support them. I mean, what would you say to women who have a great idea and are ready to do something with it?
Yeah, I that's very common, I think, for women. We have so much knowledge, and sometimes we just underestimate the value of what we have. For sure, just try, and you don't have to know the end game or how you're doing it. Just put one step in front of the other, because I promise you that that will happen.
Yeah.
It, people who will connect
Yeah.
with you as you need to. You'll find what you need. You just have to move. Just move.
Yes. I totally agree. I often tell women that, it's the paralysis that ruins it for us. We think so much, we plan so much, and we don't ever feel like we're ready. And I always tell women that the secret that every entrepreneur will admit is that you're never fully ready. You plan
Right.
as well as you can, and then you jump. You have to jump, and you have to trust that that parachute will open and that you'll know what the next step is. But we have to do, and you just nailed it. It really is about being courageous enough to trust that you're on the right path and just do it. I
And stay focused.
Mhm.
Like, what's that thing that drives you? What do like you asked, it's very important, because then you can decide what thing you want to do with all the opportunities that come, and you won't just be like,
Yeah.
although I am kind of scattered with everything I do, because love is everywhere, but
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I do. I do. And oftentimes, as we both know, we need somebody to keep us on track
Yep.
and focused so that we do keep our eye on the prize, right? Because
That's right.
it's so easy to take other people's input and, get caught off with the shiny, like you said, right? It's so easy to
Yeah.
do. And so sometimes we do need somebody that's going to hold us to account. And I know that both of us believe in that.
Yeah.
And I think it's been for me a game changer, because I could easily get all over the place too. But having someone there that holds me to account and keeps me on track helps me stay really consistent with all that I'm doing as well. And I know that you believe that too, right?
Yeah, I think it's very important for idea people,
Yeah.
you know, very big ideas all over the place, and we got to drill it down into something workable.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're just ideas.
Yeah. So if you could tell something, anything, to the 18-year-old Tara,
Mm.
what would that be? What would you tell her?
Just be you. Be you, little Tara, with
Yeah.
all your sensitivities and your emotions and it's okay. Be you.
Yes. Yes, I love that. Absolutely. So, this is the point where I like to transition us into the speed questions. And I love the speed round because I just like to hear what you're going to come up with. I like to get a little bit of information on you. And I love it too, because some of my friends who are just world-changing women, I've brought into the broadcast and they say things and I'm like, what? Like, I have no idea that their answer would be what it was. And so I love this. I'm going to just shoot 10 questions at you. And, if you can't think of something, that's okay. But I want to shoot them at you and find out what you think. Is that cool?
Let's do it.
Okay. So first question, one of my very favorites. If you could spend an hour at the end of a park bench speaking to your favorite woman in history, who would it be?
Maya Angelou.
Oh, gosh. Yes, it's a good one. And it's such a consistent question with all of these strong women that I interview. I love that. Are you a sweet person or a savory person?
Sweet, for sure.
Yes, I knew that. So what's your first purchase when you win the big Mega Millions lottery?
Ooh. Love glasses with glitz and glam and bling. All
really?
Right, I don't know.
You're going to put real diamonds all
crystals.
Over it. Yes, exactly.
These are just pseudo.
Right, but they're beautiful.
Thank
so
you.
What's your favorite book?
Oh, one I'm reading now called Set Boundaries, Find Peace by Nedra Tawwab. It's right there. It's been so good.
Really good to know. Can you text that to me when we're done?
Absolutely.
Good. Because I'm in the middle right now of setting some boundaries. So
self-love.
This is a great thing. Good. So what's the best advice you've ever been given?
Be you.
Okay. And I've heard that throughout everything you've said. I love it. Good.
I live it.
When you're processing, so if you're dealing with something, are you more of a quiet thinker?
Nope.
A talker, got to talk it out, or a doer?
I have to talk it out before I get there. Yep. I definitely talk mine out. Yep.
Same. And I think we do this together.
Yep.
You and I have sort of blabbed it all out before and come to solutions. So I'm not surprised.
Yep.
So pizza question here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like pineapple on your pizza?
It can happen. It's a mood thing. It's a mood thing.
Really?
Yeah, it can happen. I'm yes.
Okay.
It has to be with the right other combos.
Okay. I'm a punch in the mouth kind of flavor person. Like, I need things to be really overdone flavor wise. And I'm not saying I like too much salt or, something that's going to burn my face off, but I love punch in the mouth kind of flavors.
A lot of going on.
And so I actually like pineapple and pepperoni. And you ready for this? Jalapenos.
Oh, I believe you. You sound just like my husband. Yeah, we throw stuff on. We're a throw stuff on the pizza people.
Yeah. So you're walking on stage, your books. I forgot to talk about the fact that you are an author of 2 books, right? Is it 2 or 3 now?
2. Well, great. Yeah. Grateful Soul, Love Meets Life. And I just wrote the foreword in Deidre's Campaign Chronicles.
Nice. So you're walking on stage. Your book has yet again hit the bestseller list, because I know that you have bestsellers, and they're going to be playing your theme song. What would that song be?
Got this. Kelly Clarkson, Dare You to Love.
Oh, okay. So I need to look that up.
Oh, it's mine. It's my thing. I love it.
Oh, I love that. Do you know, after every single episode, whatever song someone gives me, I go and listen to it. Because I have to know, there's so many, and when I hear these women that I admire say that they love something, like, I'm on it. So I write down the books and I also go and listen to the song. That's kind of my thing.
And
that
she
I
did it in all the languages, by the way. Like, it's in tons of languages. Yeah, it's incredible.
Kidding. Oh, that's awesome. I love her.
I
All right. Next question. Are you living past 100?
Okay. I mean, if it's a good quality, then I'd love to. If it's quality matters.
Yes. Well, I just want you to know I am living to 130.
Oh, okay.
So that you're aware. Yeah. And I'm building my club, and I think I'm going to get pink satin jackets. So hot pink satin jackets.
I'll
so
try
if
to
you
see you
want to
there.
join the over 100 club, there's room.
Okay.
There's room.
I like pink.
So what's the best word to describe you?
I would say creative.
Yeah. I would also say love. No, really, because you live it. You live it every day. And I think that when I think of someone that embodies and actually brings, their face to mind when I talk about someone who just embodies love, it's you. So, but I love creative too, because you definitely are. Super.
Create the love.
Love is good. So last question, finish this sentence. When I'm really, really old, I hope to see.
That I made a difference.
Beautiful answer. Absolutely beautiful answer. So, Tara, I hate to do this because I always want to go on and on and on, but broadcasting being what it is, I've got to keep it in the pocket time-wise. But I'm so grateful that you spent time with me. I love you to pieces. I can't get enough of you. And I want to make sure that we allow everybody who's tuning in to know where they can find you. I mean, they have got to jump on this Love Glasses revolution. So can you let anyone tuning in know where they can go?
Yes, myloveglasses.com is our website for Love Glasses, and Love Glasses Revolution is all the social media, YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and
I love
Pinterest.
it. Yes, and get them because they're so cute and they look great on everyone, men as well. Yes, and there they are on her now if you're watching. And so I'm just so grateful. I've loved having you here. Before I go, I want to make sure that I give huge props to our sponsor, who is Go With The Flow. Go With The Flow is an organization, a nonprofit organization that helps students with period supplies. What we know is that graduation rates are greatly impacted by these students who don't have the monetary means to get the supplies that they need every month. So what happens throughout their high school career is that they end up missing a week of school a month, and it's greatly impacting the graduation rates for these students. So Go With The Flow is a group that creates these period packs, puts them in darling little bags, and gives them to both the school and the students so that these students are able to thrive. So if you'd like to get involved with Go With The Flow, you can go to gowiththeflow.org, and, monetary donations, getting involved and bringing those period packs, which I've done, into the schools. It's so fulfilling, and you're making a great impact for the students. So Tara, again, Tara Ijai, I love you to pieces. I'm so grateful that you were here, and I can't wait to see you in person. So
thank you, Jen.
Until next time, my love.
Till next time.
Yes. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.